If you're using AI for marketing, you're probably making the same mistake 99% of businesses make. You're treating AI like a sophisticated typewriter instead of building intelligent marketing systems. In the next 15 minutes, I'll show you why current approaches fail and introduce marketing context engineering, the framework that builds intelligent marketing systems that think strategically. Most teams end up with AI-generated content that still requires more editing and writing from scratch. And I think the reality is that a lot of people are actually creating more work for themselves, not less. So what's the solution? Instead of fighting with AI tools, we build intelligent marketing systems. This approach is called marketing context engineering, and I'm about to show you what it looks like. I've created a marketing engine based on Claude Code, leveraging agentic capabilities to dynamically manage business and brand context for the purposes of marketing. And I'm super excited to show you it in action. On the left, we have Claude Code set up with the Viable Edge marketing engine. And on the right is a fresh ChatGPT chat set in temporary mode so it doesn't get influenced by the memory of my account. I'm going to call up Cleon, the CMO agent. It's going to help us with any marketing task that we want to complete. Now, I want to be clear that the only real context I gave to the marketing engine was the business website, but normally you can give it as much information as you want. So the CMO has a number of prefabricated options or pathways, from a monthly content strategy to campaign development, market analysis, and performance review. And that's only a little bit. There's other agents that do other jobs as well. But for the sake of the demo, let's just keep it simple. Let's say that we want to do 2 weeks worth of social media and blog content. I'm going to actually start over here with ChatGPT so we can see the difference. I'm just going to speak in my prompts. I need 2 weeks worth of content for my yoga studio business. I'm going to share the website. Can you please help me plan this out? And the website is Cocoon Tampa, which is a real business. All right, let's hit enter on this one. And now I'm going to take the exact same prompt, except I'm not going to share the website because the marketing engine already knows the website. I need 2 weeks worth of content for my yoga studio business. So the CMO agent has come back with a couple of options while our ChatGPT session is starting to output. The CMO agent is proposing a team of agents that it's going to assemble to help work through the ask. And I have the option to approve this team, which will then work for about 10 minutes, modify the focus, or see a detailed approach before coordination. And here's the expected outcome: 8 to 10 strategic content records, a mix of blog posts, social content, and email, and with South Tampa wellness positioning. So for the sake of time, I'm just going to approve the team assembly and move forward. The content marketing strategist is doing some research using Perplexity to understand wellness trends. Now, the ChatGPT output, not terrible. It's given us a bunch of posts. It's looked at the class schedule for ideation, which is pretty good. It's come up with UGC prompts, a weekly email, but it didn't really give us the full content here. And ChatGPT has offered to drop this into a Google Sheet. So I'm going to say, okay, let's do that. All right, we got a basic content calendar that maps out the next 14 days from ChatGPT. So it's functional. I wouldn't say it's great. And there's still a lot of work that someone has to do to bring this to life. And meanwhile, our marketing engine has activated the content marketing strategist and the monthly content planner. The market research specialist is using Perplexity to do competitive research. Now it's called the SEO optimization specialist, which is doing keyword research, also using Perplexity. But you can plug in any keyword tool that has an MCP integration. Oh, that wasn't expected. It's doing a Google search. It looks like the SEO specialist is doing some live testing on Google searches, which is pretty cool. The SEO specialist called up Playwright, which is a browser automation tool. It's doing competitive research by looking at competitive websites. I did not expect the SEO optimization specialist to do this. You may notice that it's mentioning answer optimization here, AEO. There are AEO guidelines in the marketing engine, which will ideally help this content surface in LLM-related questions and searches. The marketing engine has now finished all of the research planning and strategy, and it has a recommendation that we can approve before it moves forward with content generation. Our objective is to target 15 to 20 new trial memberships over the next 2 weeks. This is part of a 30% revenue growth plan. For week 1, the focus will be community foundation and authority building. Then week 2 will be oriented around conversion optimization and trial acquisition. Here's an overview of the content that's going to be generated. Blog posts, social content. And then we have 3 email campaigns, a new student welcome email, which will have a nurture sequence along with it. We'll have 12 detailed micro briefs with prompts that are already set up for AI generation if you want to generate images or video using a different tool, since Claude Code currently is not able to do visual generation. We'll also get a complete 2-week content calendar in CSV and an implementation guide, which will essentially be our blueprint for activating this campaign top to bottom. Right now, the marketing engine is doing the content creation and it's writing a blog post. The agent has finished its creation. The first thing we'll see is a full inventory of all of the assets created. On the left side is my project folder, and this is just a directory on my machine. Here are the blog posts. In content, we have 1, 2, 3 blog posts that it said it was going to create. Then we have our social content, 3 documents. Each document is organized by the type of post that it creates. So we have our teacher spotlight series, our member success stories, and our class preview content, all organized together, each one with a description, copy, hashtags, video brief information, and visual direction. Next, we have our 3 email campaigns, our community newsletter, our fall membership promotion email campaign, and the new student welcome email. And the new student welcome email is not just one email, but this is actually drip campaign that includes every email in the sequence. Email 1, 2, 3. Each one has its subject line and directions on when it should be sent. And now we have our visual micro briefs. These are image prompts that align with the different content pieces if you want to use AI to generate your images. Or if you're working with the creator, you could use this as your briefing material. And finally, this implementation guide is your master document that organizes all of this material into a plan so you know exactly what to do and when. The implementation guide includes an inventory of all the content and assets it just generated, along with where they're located in your project folder, a week-by-week timeline on when it's intended for you to publish everything, including prep and setup steps so you have all of the requirements for things like email campaigns, recommended success criteria, and KPI tracking. So you can monitor performance. At the end of the campaign, you can feed the performance back into the marketing engine, and it will intelligently learn about what's working and what's not working for ongoing marketing activity. And if you want to get going right away, here's an action plan so you don't even have to think about it. So if you compare that side by side with what we got from ChatGPT, you can still see how powerful it is. And this is only scratching the surface. So far, I've been blown away by the quality of the output that the marketing engine enables. It's helped me really understand how important and impactful context engineering and context management is when it comes to working with AI. And although the marketing engine took much longer, we got so much more, and we have a full plan and know exactly what to do for the next 2 weeks to execute marketing for this business. You may have heard of context engineering. It's an established discipline in AI and machine learning about building dynamic information systems around AI models so that they understand your specific domain. I've taken these proven technical principles and applied them specifically to marketing. Instead of generic AI tools, you get systems that think like your best marketing strategist. Marketing context engineering has 4 foundational pillars. Think of these as the information layers that transform AI from a generic content generator into a strategic marketing brain. First, business context. This layer teaches your AI system about your industry landscape, competitive dynamics, target customer profiles, and market positioning. The system automatically researched yoga studio competition in Tampa, understood seasonal wellness trends, and positioned Cocoon's content strategically within their market. Second, brand context. Your AI system learns your voice, tone, messaging framework, and value propositions. Every piece of content maintains authentic brand consistency. Notice in the demo how the content reflected Cocoon's community-focused positioning and wellness philosophy. That's not prompting, that's embedded brand intelligence. Third, strategic context. The system understands your marketing goals, success metrics, and campaign objectives. The Cocoon campaign was designed around a specific goal: 15 to 20 new trial memberships. Every piece of content supported that objective. And finally, execution context. This handles workflows, quality standards, compliance, and channel-specific requirements. Your system knows how to execute professionally across all of your marketing channels. It knows your templates. It knows what time of day you like to post. Any intelligent information can be synthesized into execution. And that's why the demo delivered blog posts, social media content, email sequences, a visual brief, and a full implementation plan that was organized and ready to go. And when you combine these 4 pillars, you get something revolutionary that doesn't just generate, but think strategically about your business and execute with the intelligence of your best marketing team member. This is the difference between AI tools and AI systems. With such a rapidly shifting landscape, most companies are getting stuck in the prompting trap. Don't spend your time refining prompts. Spend your time managing and curating your context. Smart organizations are building intelligent marketing systems that think strategically, execute consistently, and scale dramatically. The companies that figure this out sooner are going to have a huge advantage over the companies that don't. If you want to stop fighting with AI tools and learn how to build a marketing engine for yourself, first, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I'll be releasing weekly videos talking about AI marketing context engineering, reviewing real-life case studies, implementations, and frameworks on how to achieve excellence with AI marketing. Second, if this transformation is urgent for your business, I encourage you to reach out. You can find me at adam@viableedge.com, or you can visit the viableedge.com website, where you can book a meeting and sign up for the newsletter. This is your call to action. Stop messing with prompts and start building intelligent systems. If you made it this far in the video, I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching.